A new Bedrock Edition beta has released today, along with a new Java Edition snapshot for big brains, and we also had a new Bedrock update releasing yesterday. There's a lot of new stuff to discuss in the Minecraft space, so let's hop into it. I would just like to inform you that this is a very stable Bedrock Edition beta with absolutely no issues or problems whatsoever. Definitely nothing is wrong in this update. They didn't just break all of Skulk, all of Prismarine and Sea Lanterns, or all of the Crimson and Warped Hypheny and Stems. I mean, I guess if you want some blue blocks, this is a pretty solid update for you, not gonna lie, you might be pretty hyped about this. Yep, no issues here, everybody. Definitely no problems in Minecraft Bedrock. Nothing to see here. Oh, come on, I was trying to be sarcastic, but they literally just ruined this world, somehow. This was a perfectly fine world before, but now there's that. I think the moral of the story is maybe just don't play in betas with worlds that you like to use frequently. Okay, so this beta is just really, really whack. Lava is like this gray color as soon as you get close to it. It's orange off in the distance, but not when you're close to it. Fire? Is this fire? That's fire. Yeah, so fire is broke, magma blocks are broke, everything's broke. Don't play this beta, it's broke. Jumping into Bedrock Beta 1.19.70.22, there is a variety of smaller changes in this update that have some impact on gameplay. For instance, if you want to get dead bushes now, you have to use shears. Shears are the only thing that are going to make dead bushes actually drop an item. You can't harvest them with Silk Touch anymore, they will just drop sticks, and this is an absolute disgrace to dead bush associates everywhere. The much bigger problem here is that this also applies to vines. So it used to be that you could instant mine vines with a Silk Touch axe and it would actually drop the item, but that no longer is the case. If you want to get vine items, you need a pair of shears in order to get them. And if you want to instant mine vines, you need efficiency shears. Not gonna lie, the instant mining vines with Silk Touch axes was actually a really nice Bedrock exclusive. There's been some nice changes to the spectator game mode. So now if you're flying through blocks in third person, your camera's no longer going to be super glitchy and pushing back and forwards because of the blocks. Now you can run around in third person while inside some blocks, and your camera's going to be nice and smooth, exactly how you would expect it to be. And you can also no longer fly through in-city gateways and teleport with them, although it still makes the really, really loud noise. There's been a small update to Amethyst Crystals. Now whenever they get hit by a projectile, they actually make an audible sound. And there's also been a small bug fix to bells, so whenever they were supported to the side of a block, if you put a block underneath them, that would actually make the bell pop off. And as you can see, that no longer happens. There's also a nice bug fix with comparators, the one redstone component that nobody knows how actually works. So previously there was a bug where if the side input and the back input were the same redstone signal strength, then half the time these comparators would not output the correct signal, and that would mean that these ones would essentially be off. So it was kind of a directional bug, which is always the best kind of redstone bug. But as you can see now, all four of these comparators in all cardinal directions are working as intended. And if we put them in subtract mode, then they all turn off as intended. Kind of a niche redstone bug, but it's very good that it's been fixed. If you end up enjoying today's video, then consider dropping a like, maybe subscribe as well, and I'll be showing a brand new secret feature added to Minecraft Java Edition today at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. There's also been another bug fix to the 1.5 block tall sneaking, so now if you're sneaking underneath this area and you're not holding the sneak button, you'll actually fall down these ledges. In the previous betas, you had to like repeatedly jump a whole bunch to have a chance of falling down the ledge. There was a bug fix to composters where they were not consuming items when they were actually getting filled up. So previously you could fill up the very top layer of a composter without actually consuming an item, and this would technically give you like a little bit of free bone meal. So this might make our bone meal farms just a little bit less efficient. Hey, so you know those campfires that don't actually catch things on fire anymore? Well, there's been yet another bug fix with those. So now witches that are standing on campfires will actually drink fire resistance potions, because the campfires that don't catch you on fire still require fire resistance for them to not deal damage to you. It's almost like campfires should maybe catch you on fire because they have a large amount of fire directly above them. But that's fine. We don't need campfires that catch things on fire. Definitely not. There's been a bug fix to everybody's favorite weapon. Whenever you are loading a crossbow, the crossbow will actually shake in your hand a little bit. It's kind of hard to notice, but it does technically happen. So jumping into Bedrock Beta 1.19.60, this is a huge Bedrock Beta with hundreds of bug fixes and just so much to talk about. But I've already covered the vast majority of this in previous beta videos when it was all new in the betas. So I'll be covering like the 5 or 6 big changes in this update that have big impacts on gameplay. Mojang is crushing it with the Bedrock updates as always, and they're still not done with 1.19. They're working on 1.19.70. But yeah, the changelog literally just keeps on going and going and going and going. You get the point. It's a very long changelog. So they've added 4 new spawn eggs in the 1.19.60 update. There's an iron golem spawn egg. There's a snow golem spawn egg. Mind how the textures are broken. We don't talk about that. There's also a wither spawn egg and an ender dragon spawn egg, which you can only get in creative mode using commands. And if you ever felt like just absolutely griefing the entirety of the world, well, that's now also possible as well. So basically, just like, yeah, try to have fun with these spawn eggs, but maybe not too much fun. This might be bordering on too much fun. Oh my. Yes, I think we've had too much fun here. There's been a huge update to mob spawning in the nether. So wither skeletons, and enderman now require a light level of 7 or below to spawn. Previously, it was 11 or below. This meant that wither skeletons could spawn directly inside of another portal, giving us just insanely efficient wither skeleton farms, like 7,000 skulls an hour. So this particular farm right here is officially broken, but there are some workarounds that we can do with other bugs. Regardless of that, we still have very efficient wither skeleton farms on Bedrock Edition. They're just less efficient than spawning literally inside of another portal. And this is also the update that changes campfire mechanics. So campfires no longer set mobs on fire, but they still do damage to them as long as they're standing directly on top of them. And yes, the texture of campfires is broken too. There's also been an omega-sized bug fix to hoppers, which is going to revolutionize storage systems on Bedrock Edition. So previously, hoppers would only try and pick up the first item in a pile of items. So if I throw down that stair, it's only going to try and pick up that stair, even though there's like all these other items in the pile. So this means that if you have a hopper that can only pick up gold, for example, and you throw a bunch of other items on top of that hopper, and then some gold, it would not pick up the gold at all. It would just sit there forever. But now, as you can see, it actually picks up the items like it should, even though all these other items are currently in the way. This bug has been on Bedrock Edition for years, and it's been a huge pain. Another really big fix in the 1.19.60 update is that .give, basically a give command for hacked clients, has actually been patched out of the game. For now, this means that hackers won't be able to basically, you know, just give themselves any item that they want. And this is an absolutely huge bug fix that shouldn't be underrated by Mojang. They've been actually prioritizing hacks as they should after the huge Mycon hack of 2022. It's probably only a matter of time until hackers find a way around this bug and have themselves another way to give themselves any item in the game, but it's a good fix for now, and it shows that Mojang is on the right path and prioritizing fixing hacked clients. For the time being, this should also fix CBE exploits or command block exploits where hackers can just give themselves a custom cursed item that summons a command block or multiple to do anything that they want. So this is actually a really big deal, and hopefully Mojang implements more bug fixes like this in the future. And hopping over to Snapshot 23W046A, there is a ton of stuff in this snapshot, but the most interesting one that I want to show you is the fact that paintings have actually been separated out into their own, like, individual items in the inventory. So you can see what the name of it is, who the artist is, and then the size of the painting as well. There's also just like the default painting here as well, like the standard item that we're all used to. This one has the RNG of like being any type of painting in the game, so that's good. But if you want a specific painting, then you can have that. Is that a new one? I've never seen that before. So if you want to have an exact painting, you can do that now with these painting items, which is fantastic. And hopefully this comes to Bedrock Edition very, very soon. So I put down every single painting that you can find in the creative menu, and there's 4 new ones that are kind of like a secret feature in Minecraft. There is earth, there is wind, water, and fire, and these are kind of like a super secret feature. Now you can't get these in survival mode by actually placing down a painting. They are 2x2 size, and I placed down like 100 or so of these. You can't get them in survival, but they are a thing in the creative menu now, which is super interesting. If we go to the Minecraft wiki, you can see that these were added in version 050 alpha for Pocket Edition, which is crazy. And they were added to Java Edition in Snapshot 23W046A, so that was like a whole year ago. And the only way to get them previously was to use commands, but now there's a dedicated item in the game to get these unique paintings. We don't know who the artist of these paintings are. Still, it just says Mojang, which is kind of interesting. All of these other ones actually have a name associated with them. I guess it's all just the same guy, but still, there's still a name associated with them. Other than that, there's just a ton of stuff in the snapshot that nobody understands what it means. So we got the technical changes, and then there's just like all of this. And I definitely understand what all of it means. I'm incredibly smart, but I don't have the words to describe to you what it means. So you can just figure it out for yourself. That's the fun of Minecraft, right? Also, there's a bunch of bug fixes, but I do Bedrock bugs, not Java bugs. Oh, by the way, if I sound different in today's video, that's because my cloud lifter broke. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. Anyway, so yeah, I had to change all my audio settings and kind of like delay this video by a couple hours. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you had a great time and enjoyed today's video. If you learned something new, then drop a like, maybe consider subscribing.